All my good people, don't go losing your temper and looking for beef for no reason. It's not even worth it. Most people want to push your buttons and set you up because they thrive when you get angry and when you explode. It's always the case and you don't even know it because you're so caught up in that moment and you get caught up in that trap. So just don't lose your temper. What's going on, people? It's Mike Versal at the Unify Podcast with another episode this week. Thank you guys for listening. Today, I'm trying to get you to diffuse all the tension you might have built up over the days or years to prevent you from exploding. Over this podcast, it's all about life and society's challenges and positive tips and advice for everyone to remain unified. One step a day will make the world okay. That's the simple goal. Now, the reason why I'm bringing this up is everyone has a temper. Everyone has some sort of fuse that can be tampered with. It's just facts. But I'm one of those people who never had an overhyped, bad, ugly, heightened over the roof temper that you see out there. But of course, I had a bit of temper back in the day when people pushed my buttons, especially in sport because I've always been extra competitive. But I always knew when to switch it off and not go so far with my anger because I knew a lot of people who unfortunately would explode like a Coke bottle, which would make them do unnecessary things. Like, fighting, breaking bottles, threats, using offensive language, and sometimes disrespecting their own peers, their own family and friends. Now we all know how messed up that is. And what made me realize I shouldn't ever be like these people or why I don't want to be like this is I watched them in front of me and it was unflattering. And it was sad to see them just explode and just get so angry. Now, in Google or in a dictionary, the definition of temper is a person's state of mind seen in terms of their being angry or calm. Now, although we all hate it when we lose our decorum or when people disrespect us for no solid good reason, we must all admit 90% of the time that temper isn't coming from a bad place. We as people have to admit and we also have to accept that we aren't perfect. Who is? And we are bound to make mistakes. Now, of course, the magnitude of our mistakes will determine whether we get pardoned or forgiven for the chaos we've caused. When we've exploded at others or when we've been disrespected aggressively, but do we ever ask ourselves why that person had to go at us for no reason? Or do other people realize that we didn't mean to lose our rags on them? I think it's fair to say that we all have a bag of trash that we're carrying on our back. Facts, right? Now, that bag of trash we're carrying is so heavy that whoever crosses our paths at a certain given moment might feel our wrath. But for those repeat offenders who keep losing their temper, losing friends, and being seen as evil people, maybe it's time to really figure out a way to control your temper or take your anger out on different things that don't involve hurting others or anything at all. Here's what could work for you. So, letting it out. Unleash your wrath onto things that can endure your pain. Enroll into a boxing class, punch your anger onto a punching bag as hard as you can, non-stop. Just do it. Go somewhere like an open space where no one is around, like a beach or a football field or somewhere open space, and shout out loud and get that anger off your chest. Number 2, try and sit down and find your own form of meditation or yoga that works for you. And what I mean is invent something of your own, which involves a quiet time. Sometimes being quiet, reading something, listening to soft music might help you. Because bottling things up, I'm afraid, isn't healthy. It's not going to help you. So you need to understand that you might have to just chill, take it easy, be quiet for a little bit. Or go and get angry with angry loud music in your room. Let it out. Everyone's different. Some might like soft music, some might like loud music, but what works for you works for you. And finally, respect the people around you and control yourself when you're about to explode. I'm not saying it's easy or always going to work, but you must keep telling yourself, I love everyone. I'm a lover of life. I love myself. I don't want anyone to be hurt, so I'm going to remain calm. Take everything with a pinch of salt and then breathe and just take it easy, just chill. Okay, like I said, these tips might not work for everyone, but might work for at least one person you know. It might work for you. So just making sure you share these tips with these people that you know, just that one share might help them, save them, or even prevent them from doing something unnecessary. Now, we all have a temper, whether it's hidden or worn on our sleeves, but at the end of the day, we're a whole human and we make mistakes. These are facts. But let's not let these mistakes overshadow us before we find ways to control them. So remember that. So that's it, ladies and gents. Thank you so much for listening in. Make sure you tune in every week on more topics we can unravel and share tips and advice. Let me know which ways you found that have helped you in dealing with your anger and how it's helped you with your temper, and which other life challenges and topics you'd like to hear my take on. Please like, share, and subscribe, and let's unify people and make the world a more positive place. So that's it for me, guys. Peace out. Catch you next week with a little bit more inspiration. Bye.